Okay, so just remember you are participating in this exercise program at your own risk. So hopefully you have your doctor's clearance to do so. We'll start with some upper body today. We'll do some lower, and then we'll head into the mat to do some abdominal work. If you have some weights, feel free to grab them. Otherwise, you can use anything that you have at home that would provide resistance. Gallon jugs of water or water bottles, cans, whatever you have. Okay, we'll start with some shoulders. If anything feels uncomfortable, feel free to modify that exercise by decreasing the range of motion, or just keep moving by maybe marching in place or doing some jumping jacks. All right. And ready. All right, so let's start with shoulders, like I said. So we're going to grab probably a lighter to medium set of weights, and we're going to work some lateral raises. So what we're going to do first set are some hummingbirds. They're called hummingbirds because you're going to have your arms lateral here, and you're just going to do small little pulses up and down, trying not to bring them down fully, okay? Just like how a hummingbird would flutter its little wings, okay? So we'll start by standing feet lined up underneath those hips, abdominals nice and tight. Bring those arms right out to shoulders length, okay? Core nice and tight, and now small pulses up and down. Good. Small little pulses, keep that chest lifted, and continue that motion. If you find that you're straining your neck, the weights might be too heavy, so you might want to go a little bit lower. Good, you can also do this with no weights at all. Awesome. Watch those wrists, make sure they're in line with the forearms, core is tight, good, and keep squeezing up and down. Controlling that motion, feel those shoulder blades through the back, as well as those shoulders in the front. Awesome. Breathe through it, and we have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, bring it down. Roll the neck if you want to loosen it up, or roll those shoulder blades back to loosen up the shoulders. Our next set, we're going to keep our arms lifted laterally, and we're going to do tiny circles in a forward direction. So instead of our pulses, we're going to do circles forward. Third set, we're going to do circles back. Okay, so again, we'll start. Arms lined up, wrists are equal with shoulders. Ready? Tiny circles. Keeping them lifted, tiny circles forwards. Core is tight. Good, chest is lifted. Excellent. And like I said, you can definitely do these with no weights and still feel them. Good, keep that chest lifted. Circles forward. Tiny, tiny range of motion. Awesome. Breathe, neck is long, chin is up. Keep it going. They should be starting to burn like you want to quit and bring them down, but don't. Keep them lifted. And we have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Bring them down. Roll those shoulders back. Get any tension out of those muscles. Awesome. All right, so for our third final set, we're going to reverse those circles and go in a reverse direction. Okay, so again, we'll start, arms lateral, core tight, ready. Now go backwards with those circles. Tiny range of motion, chest up, and we're circling it back. Awesome. Good, breathe. My elbows are not locked. I have a slight bend in those elbows. Good. Now they should really be burning, really feeling fatigued. Good, keep them up. Keep circling. You got this. Excellent, breathe, breathe, breathe. And we have 8, 7, 6, 5, that's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Bring them down. Okay, if you'd like to switch to a heavier weight, we're going to do a little bit of legs. You're going to get into a wide stance plie motion. Legs are wider than hips. Toes are pointing at a 45-degree angle. I have only one dumbbell. I know it's harder to see me here because I have the light behind me, so I apologize. So you have one dumbbell. You're going to bend down. You're going to pick up the weight, plie, bring it all the way to the ground, then switch and just pick it up. Okay, so you're switching which arm you pick it up with. The reason why I'm having you come all the way down to the ground is because you're getting a really deep range of motion here, which causes you to work the legs more. Now, if you can't get all the way to the ground, just plie, and then you can just switch arms. Okay, if that range of motion feels uncomfortable. If you can do it, go for it. Okay, so ready? Wide setup, one weight, toes 45 degrees, chest up. I bend my knees, come all the way down. Good, switch arms. Come down, switch, excellent. I'm also never fully coming up, so I'm keeping that good plie motion. Try not to lean forward. So if you can keep that torso lifted and that chest up, that's great. Good. If you find yourself leaning forward, then you're probably just going a little bit too far for your legs. Excellent. Weight is in the heels. This is going to burn out those inner thighs. They should be burning. Good. Press through those heels. Squeeze it up. Bring the weight all the way down. Pick it up. Drop it down. Pick it up. Good. Squeeze the glutes. And 3. Good job. That's 2. And last one. Excellent. Take a rest. Shake out those legs. Wonderful. All right. Second set, we'll do the exact same thing. Nice wide stance. Watch your toes. Should be out about 45 degrees. I have my weight in one arm. Bend your knees. Bring it to the ground. Switch arms. Good. Pick it up. Press through those heels. Keep that chest lifted. Good job. Squeeze those inner thighs. Feel those quads working for you. Good work. Chest is up. You don't have a weight here, that's fine. You can just tap the ground in front of you. Good. Feel it in the glutes as well. Make sure those knees don't pass those toes. And we have 4. That's 3. That's 2. Excellent. Last one. Good job. Bring it up. Shake those legs out. Wonderful. All right, we have one more set of those. And then we'll get into some tricep action. All right, so again, wide stance. Toes are out. Grab that weight. Bend those knees, sit in the heels, bring it down, squeeze it up. Excellent. Good. Switch. I'm doing a quick switch. You don't have to go as fast as me. Go at your own rate. Good. Never fully locking out the legs as you're coming up. So you're staying in that nice crouched position. Weight in those heels. Good. Chest lifted. Breathe through it. Good job, ladies. You got this. It's our last set. And we have 5, 4. Good. Squeeze it up. 3, 2, and last one. Excellent job. All right, we're going to do behind the head triceps. So you can grab your weights. You're going to stand up nice and straight. Your arms are going to come behind your head. Your elbows should be facing forwards. So elbows tucked in, not splayed out. That's the most important part of the exercise, is the form of keeping the elbows in. You're going to extend up, then back, and then bring it right back up and bring it back, okay? So everybody got your weights. Take your feet, separate them slightly, slight bend in those knees. Core is tight to protect your back, pelvic tilt forward, elbows toward your ears and go. Squeeze it up, Control it down. Good. Squeeze it up. Control it down. Wonderful. Keep that neck looking neutral. Do not tuck the neck in towards the chest. Slow, controlled motion. Again, pelvis tilted under to protect that back. Good. Extend it up. Feel that burn in that tricep. As I extend, I straighten my arm. My weights come towards the ceiling, but again, I'm not locking out my elbow. Good, and we have 3. Control it down. That's 2. And last 1. Good job. Take a rest. Roll those shoulders back. Excellent. All right, second set, we'll set up our form. Grab those weights. Drop them behind the head, elbows tucked in, weights are together, or you could be holding one weight in the center of those hands. Go, squeeze it up, control it down. Good, squeeze it up, control it down. Awesome. If you find that your elbows are going out, the weight's probably a little bit too heavy for you, so you might want to drop down the weight. Or like I said, you can always hold one weight in the center. Good. Slight bend in those knees. Abs are tight to the body. Tilt the pelvis under. Good. Feel those triceps start to burn. Excellent. We have 4 more repetitions. That's 4. Breathe through it. 3. Squeeze them up. That's 2. Excellent. And last 1. Good job. Take a rest. Great. We'll set it up for 1 more set of those. All right, ready? Set 3. You can do it. Ready? Get those arms up. Elbows tight towards those ears. And go straight up towards the ceiling. Good. Control. Bend those elbows back. I squeeze it up without locking out the joint. Keep that head and neck neutral. Look forward in front of you. Great. You got this. Good. Set 3 is always the hardest. They're always screaming at you. Power through it. Breathe. Good. Squeeze it up. If you have to, like I said, drop down to 1 weight. Just keep moving it. Good. 3 more. That's 3. Good. Elbows tight. 2. And last 1. Excellent job. All right. If you want to grab a heavier weight, we're going to do squat. So I'm going to have you squat. You're going to bring 1 knee up as you press. Return to your squat, 1 knee up as you press. Now you have the option of not bringing the knee up. You can just squat and shoulder press. When you are doing the press with the 1 knee up, you're just working on the balance. Then you sink right back into the squat. The other leg comes up for the balance, okay? Otherwise, if you have any issues with the knees, the squats don't feel comfortable, feel free to just do the shoulders, or vice versa. If the shoulder press is uncomfortable, stick with just a squat, sitting back in those heels, okay? Otherwise, we're gonna combine the 2. So toes are forward, hands are right on top of those shoulders. Ready? We're gonna sit in those heels, bring it down. 1 leg comes up, press, return low. Other leg comes up, press. Good, sit in those heels. Excellent. And make it fluid. So as I land with bent knees. Good. Leg comes up, I balance as I press. Good job. Sit in those heels. Leg comes up, extend those arms towards the ceiling. Good job. Sit in those heels, get low. Bring that knee up. Good, you guys are doing awesome. Core is tight, you got this. Sit in those heels. Press it up. Return to that squat. Press it up. Return to that squat. Press it up. Good job. Take a rest. Now, when you are pressing up, try not to lean to one side. Try to keep that body nice and stationary and stable without leaning. If you find you are leaning, then maybe just stick with the squat and the shoulder press. All right, ready, set 2. Ready, set it up, weights on top of the shoulders, and go. Squat, leg comes up, press, return low, and press. Awesome, sit it down low, knee comes up, sit it down low, leg comes up and press. Good, remember, land with soft knees, core is tight, chest is up. That helps me focus on my balance. Should be feeling those arms since we did 3 arm exercises already. Good, we have 4, bring it down. Knee comes up, press, sit in those heels. Knee comes up, press, 2 more. Get low, press, last one. Good job, ladies. Hold that neck and shoulders and take that rest. That little recovery period that we all need in between these sets. All right, we'll set it up for our last set. Toes are forward in your squat. Weights lined up above shoulders. Ready? Sit in those heels, get low. Leg comes up, press it up. Good. Low, press it up. That knee comes up, and you're reaching to the ceiling, landing with your legs soft. Should not be pounding the ground. Good. Keep your chest and your head forward. Look straight ahead. Excellent. Good. Breathe. This is getting your heart rate up too. So we're getting a little bit of cardio here. Exhale as you reach. Good, weight in those heels. Exhale as you reach. Final 4, get low, press. Get low, press. Sit in those heels, glutes come back, press. Last one, press, good job. All right, you guys rock that. All right, we're going to do lunges. Our lunge, we're gonna do a runner's lunge. So your runner's lunge is, you're gonna act like you're running, but you're not moving anywhere. You're stationary in your lunge, 1 foot in front of the other. You stay low, you pump your arms. So I'm pulsing my legs. I'm using my arms for power, like I'm gonna be running in a race, but I'm not going anywhere. So you can grab some light dumbbells if you'd like for your arms. Your arms are literally just pumping. So if the lunge feels uncomfortable, you can do some bicep curls, hammer curls with those weights. You could grab heavier if you're just working the arms. Otherwise, we'll combine the two. So take your front foot, put it in forward, nice and flat. Left foot is back on that toe. You can get into that lunge position, nice and deep, and ready. Elbows are tight, go. You're pulsing, just simply pulsing. We're staying low. Good. And you're off to the races. Pump those arms. Good. Now watch that front knee. Make sure it's not passing your toe. Excellent. Pulsing, controlling it up and down. And run. Good job. You're going to start to feel the front leg start to burn out. Good. Breathe. Keep it going. Never fully extending. Staying as low as you can in that lunge. Great. We're almost through the set. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it up. You should feel that burn in that front leg. We're going to switch sides. Bring that left foot in front. Flat front foot, back foot up on the toe. Get into that good lunge position. Remember, I watch my shoulders. They're lined up with my hips. My right knee is bent right to the ground. Elbows are tight, and go. I press through my left heel. My bottom knee comes straight towards the ground without touching it. And 90% of your weight should be in that front heel. Good. Chest is up, elbows tight, you got this. If you're just doing the hammer curls and not the lunge, keep those elbows tight to the ribs. Good, breathe. Pump those arms. If you can get lower, challenge yourself. Your knees are good, you can get as low as you want. And I'm really just moving about 4 inches up and down. Awesome job, breathe. Almost through it. And that's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, bring those legs up. Shake them out. Good work. Feel free to grab a drink of water, a towel anytime you need it. All right, ready? Right leg in front. Left foot on that toe. Bend both knees down, weight in that front heel, elbows tight, and go. Pump. Good. Awesome job. Chest is lifted, core is tight. Challenge those legs. Excellent. And even though I'm pulsing, I'm not bouncing. I'm controlled, so I know that I'm moving in a controlled fashion up and down. Even though I'm going fast, there's no bouncing on my joints. Good, head up, chest up. Stay low. You got this. Keep running. You're almost at the finish. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Bring it up. Shake out those legs. One more set on the opposite side. Okay, ready? Left leg comes in front. Right leg behind. Nice, good alignment. Shoulders on top of hips. Get low. Weight in the front heel. Elbows tight and go. Good. Pump those arms. Press through that heel. Knees coming straight up and down. Try not to lean forward at those hips. Head up. Breathe. Awesome. It's going to help tone up those legs. You may be sweating. That's a good thing. Sweat is the best thing for you. Good. Feel that burn. Keep going. Don't quit yet. All right. Ready? 4, 3. Get low. 2. See if you can get lower. Last one. Good job. Bring it up. All right. We're going to head down to the ground. We're going to do a plank. So we're going to get on our stomachs. So, well, actually, I'm going to have you do a straight arm plank today. Your arms are going to be straight. You're going to be in your push-up position. You're going to bring one knee out to the side, touching, if you can, towards your elbow. Then other knee towards the side, out like a frog, okay? So it's a lateral motion. So when you're here, the left knee comes towards the elbow. You then tap. The right knee comes towards the elbow. Most important part is that you keep the hips nice and low. If that's too much for you, do your plank and just hold it on your knees. Otherwise, you can hold a stationary plank as well. You can do it on your elbows or straight arms. I'm going to do straight arms. Hands lined up underneath shoulders. Get up on those toes. Drop the hips down. Pull the pelvis in. Belly button into the spine. Go. Left. Good. Right. My knee comes out. I reach towards my hand. As I do that, I move my body forward. I rock forward just slightly. And if you can't reach that elbow, no big deal. Good. Bring it forward. Core is tight. Head is neutral. Breathe. You got this. Excellent. Abs are strong. Hips down low. I control. I squeeze my core. Good. We have 4 more. We have 3. We have 2. And 1. Good job. Take a rest. My second one, I'm going to do a twist. What this is going to look like is I'm going to bring one knee in, rotate my hip, go back forward, then return to neutral. Other knee comes in, I rotate my hip, bring it back in, return to neutral. Okay, so that knee comes in towards you like a mountain climber. I rotate my hip towards one side, I bring it back to the mountain climber, and then I tap. Ready? Hands lined up underneath shoulders, up on those toes. Right knee comes in, rotate that hip down, back in, then tap. Left knee in, rotate the left hip, back to mountain climber, tap. Knee in, rotate the right hip, keep it in, tap. Left knee in, I rotate, tuck it in, tap. Good, these are nice and slow, nice and controlled, and I'm really challenging my obliques here. Good, and tap. Right knee comes in, I rotate, keep it back tucked in, tap. Left knee in, rotate, keep it tucked in, tap. One more on each side. Rotate, tuck, tap, tap, tuck, in, touch. Good, take a rest. Third set, we'll go back to what we did set one with bringing those knees towards the elbow. Okay, so like that frog position. And like I said, if you're just doing the plank, that's fine. Keep that core in as tight as you can. All right, ready, third set. Take those hands, line them up underneath shoulders, up on those toes, drop those hips, no butts up in the air. Ready, go. I slightly lean forward, my knee comes towards my elbow. Good. Squeeze, think about your oblique, put your mind in your muscle. Pull that belly button into the spine. Don't let it rest. You can do this. Good. Squeeze it forward. Squeeze it back. Abs are tight. Exhale. Good. Reach. Take that knee. Reach. Hips are low. Breathe. Good. We have 4 and 3 and 2. And last one, good job. Excellent. All right, flip over onto your backs. You're going to be on your back. You're going to have a wide stance. So your feet are together and you're in a butterfly position. Your knees are out. For our first set, we're going to do 3 different sets of crunches, 3 different styles. My elbows are behind my head. I crunch up. I reach my elbows to my knees. I bring everything down to tap, and then I come right back up. Okay? If that feels like it's too much, just keep those knees bent, and we'll crunch those upper abdominals. All right, so feet together, knees out wide. Keep those feet together, hands gently behind your head, not clasped. Ready, go. Crunch up, elbows to knees, tap down. Elbows towards the knees, tap down. Good. Now, if you can, get a little hip lift off the ground, meaning that the buttocks comes up off the ground as you're crunching. Excellent. Good. Extend it down. Crunch. Extend. Good. Crunch. Extend. Exhale. Good. You should be feeling the abdominals. Exhale as you bring it up. Tap. Reach for those knees. Don't pull on the neck. Good, gaze is straight up towards the ceiling. And we have 2. And last one, good job. Stretch it out long. Good, feel that nice good stretch in those abdominals. All right, our next set, I'm just gonna show you, don't have to start yet, is a bicycle crunch, but we're gonna do it slow. So I'm gonna bring my opposite elbow towards my knee. I'm holding 1, 2, 3. Then I switch. Each time you're gonna hold it for 3 counts. If that's too much for you, you can keep your hands on the ground and do the bicycle with the legs only. Otherwise, let's work on combining the 2. All right, hands behind the head, tuck both knees into the chest. I extend my right leg, I reach to my opposite elbow. 1, 2, 3. Good, now swap. 1, 2, 3. Good, that opposite leg should be straight and long. Good, switch. 1, 2, 3. Extend that opposite leg. Keep it low to the floor. 2, 3. Good. Get that shoulder blade up and over. Good. Reach. 1, 2, 3, and switch. 1, 2, 3. Good. Switch. Get the shoulder blade up. 2, 3. Awesome. Don't pull on the neck. 1, 2, and 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Last one. 1, 2, and 3. Good job. Stretch it long. You should be feeling those obliques, which is excellent. All right, last set is heel taps. So knees are bent, feet are together, knees are together. My hands are at my side. I lift my shoulder blades up off the mat. I laterally reach side to side. And as I twist at my oblique, I'm reaching towards my ankle. Okay, so if you touch those heels and ankles, awesome. If you can't, again, just a standard crunch right up. All right, so ready? Get that head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. Arms extended down by your side. Twist at your sides. Good, it's like you're a worm and you're trying to wiggle. Good, you reach, reach, reach. Keep that gaze up at the ceiling. Good, keep reaching, twist, feel it. Good, twist. You got this. Good, belly button is tucked in. Pull those abs in. Breathe, good. Keep rotating, get as far as you can. Try to reach those feet. Don't cheat by bringing your feet in closer to you. Good, breathe, reach, reach. Abs are tight. And we have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. All right, last exercise of the day is an inner thigh bridge, okay? So like we just did our crunches, your legs are gonna be in the butterfly position. So wide knees, toes together. If you'd like, you can take some weights to have resistance. You can place one right on top of your hips. You're gonna bring those hips up off the mat, lower, and lift, okay? So you're squeezing up, you're squeezing down, but keep those feet together, okay? So on your back, feet together, knees out, ready, squeeze the butt up, lower down 3 inches, squeeze it up. Good. Leave those knees splayed out. I press down off the floor from my feet, and my inner thighs are pressing straight up towards the ceiling, and I'm controlling it. And as I get up, I squeeze my butt. I squeeze my buttocks as tight as I can, and I squeeze my inner thighs. Good. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Squeeze it up, control it down. Squeeze it up, control it down. Good, squeeze and lower. Squeeze and lower. We have 5 more. 5. Good, that's 4. Excellent job. 3, get it up. 2, and last 1. Good job, take a rest. You can always hug those knees into the chest and do a little side-to-side motion if you want to relax that back. Our next set, I'm going to have you hold it up the entire time. So you're going to be in that butterfly bridge position, and you're going to flutter your legs. So they're going to come in, out, in, out. I'm sorry if it's sort of hard to see me. Let me try this angle. So you're going to lift up, and you're going to bring legs in just a little bit, out, in, out. Tiny little range of motion, okay? All right, so ready? On your back, hips up high. Good, keep them lifted. Legs come in just about 2 inches, squeeze it out. In, out. I'm barely moving. Just about 2 inches. Squeeze in, squeeze out. In, out. Good. Now keep those hips up. Don't let the buttocks sag. Keep those hips lifted. Good. Keep fluttering those legs. In, squeeze it out. In, squeeze it out. Focus on the squeeze. In each direction. Good. Don't let those hips drop. Keep them up there. Good. In, out. Squeeze out. Good. Breathe. Final countdown. 4, 3. Squeeze it in for 2. And last one. Good job. All right. Bring it down. We have 1 more set. This last set, we're going to keep it lifted the whole time and just pulse. So feet together, knees out, ready, hips up, hold it up there, squeeze the butt, tiny pulses. Good, lower, lift, I'm moving about 1 inch. That's it. 1 inch down, 1 inch up. Good. Press through those feet on the ground. Keep those knees open and lower and pulse those hips. Good. This is a great exercise to tone the inner thighs as well as your glutes. One of the hardest muscles to tone are those inner thighs. This is great. Good. Tiny pulses. You can do it. Keep it going. Pulse it down, squeeze it up. Each time, squeeze as tight as you can. Upper body is relaxed. You shouldn't feel any tension in your head, neck, and shoulders. Good. Pulse it out. This is our final countdown. 5, 4, 3. Squeeze it as tight as you can. 2, and 1. Good. Now keep it up and just hold for a count of 10. Keep it up. 10, 9, 8, 7. Squeeze the glutes. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good job. All right, you can hug those knees in. You can do a little lateral rock. You can stretch those legs gently towards you if you'd like to stretch out those hamstrings. You guys rocked it today. Thank you so much for joining me. I will be back tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for another workout. Maybe it's raining here, so maybe I can do it outside. Have an awesome, awesome day. Stay healthy. As always, drink your water, eat your protein, eat your good fruits and vegetables, and try to cook for yourself when you can. And that's getting